Hello Love Bag, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about tiny bag flex. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I post video every Sunday about luxury items, so what I consider luxury and places of interest, wherein I'll give you a little bit of a history, some background, suggestions, my honest opinion, hoping at the end of the video you learn a thing or two. Okay, let's get started. Tiny bag. When did it all start? As far as I'm aware, way back, I'll say 4 or 5 years ago, people go crazy with a tiny bag. Apart from me, I don't know why I didn't quite sucked into that kind of flex. And if I can remember it right, the first one, or I should say he's the only one that releases, is called Simon Porte Jacquemus. He is a French guy. He invented this really tiny bag wherein I think you can only put like one mint on that particular bag. And I think even the really tiniest one, I don't even think you can put anything. It's just literally for flexing. It's a bit like part of the accessory. I should say, it's a longer version of a very long necklace. And at the end of it is a tiny bag. But for some reason, they gone wild about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Now, is it still relevant? Do people still wear a tiny bag? I have a small bag, but I don't really have a tiny bag. This Jacquemus, he is a French guy, like I said, and he started with like footwear, accessories, things like that. And he was some of the creative director in some of the luxury brand until he ventured out in his own way. So the Le Chiquito, and there's so many different type of Le Chiquito, believe you me now. I will insert at the end of it a different photo of this bag. And somehow, it becomes a flex for teenagers, not even a teenager, even for mom. They absolutely love it. I suppose it is quite good to a degree because you're just part of like an accessory, isn't it? So let me show you my, I've got a small bag and what I consider a tiny bag, but it's not from Jacquemus because, like I said, I find it, as much as it's very cute, I don't fancy spending about, what, 300-400 pounds for the bag that is literally an accessory that I cannot even put anything to it. As Jacquemus progressed in his own brand, in his own luxury brand, he started to kind of like make a bigger bag, but with the same design. So I suppose fair enough. Maybe one day I might consider buying a Jacquemus brand. It's a luxury brand. But at the moment, I think I'll stick to just my usual small bag or my tiny bag. Let me show you my very small, my only one actually, bag from, this one is from Burberry. You guys already know the history of Burberry. It is a British brand and it's well known for all their Nova check. Now and then they do bits and pieces that you kind of like thinking, oh, is that a Burberry? Or is that like, you kind of like gonna be shocked like until you open it and check it out. Oh yeah, it is Burberry. So it is quite small. As you can see, it's not just even I think it will fit. Let me just see what it fits. Yeah, my fob, my key, definitely the phone. Let me get my cover of my phone. It's would it fit the phone? Would it? Just about, actually. It's an iPhone 14, so it's not very small. Yeah, I thought it won't fit, but it kind of like distort the bag if I forced it, so it doesn't really fit much. But look how cute it is. This is one of those that instead of holding the key and the phone when you go out for an errand, you just put your key or your phone in a tiny bag, or in a, if you have a pocket. And this is quite cute. It's a combination of, I'm not a purple lover, but for some reason, I don't know what possessed me in purchasing this. If I can remember it right, I think I've only used it once or twice. And this is how it, the shoulder, the attach. There you go. You can see it. Can you see it? Let me move a bit further. Yeah. So the strap is not detachable. It is built into the actual bag. It is a what leather is this? I'll say it's a calfskin leather. So yeah, it's just literally a very, very tiny bag flex. But let me show you this. Some of you guys have probably heard this brand. It is called Charles and Keith. That's the name of this bag. I was, as you know, I love TK Maxx. I was looking around. When was I was looking around? Couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, or a month ago, something like that. And I stumbled this particular bag. And as you can see, I haven't used it yet. It's all the whole packaging. And when I checked it out, it is actually good. And the price, believe you me, the price is very reasonable. This brand is from Charles and Keith. Now, Charles and Keith is a brother. They're brothers, and they're from Singapore. So it's a Singaporean brand. And as far as I'm aware, their history, they started as a shoemaker. So shoemaker and accessory. They have this big shopping center in Singapore. I think it's called Amara Shopping Center in Singapore. And then after that, somehow, so they started in 1996. Somehow along the way, LVMH, wherein this is the company, combined company of Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, like it's a group of luxury company, luxury brand. They've managed to purchase Charles and Keith company. 20% of their company is owned by LVMH. Would you believe that? So you kind of like think, is Charles and Keith a luxury brand? They're not. But because when you look at it and you search for it, and it says that, yeah, partly owned by LVMH, you might think like they should be luxury, shouldn't they? Yeah, I could not agree more. But the quality, I must say, let me take it all off completely, since I'm not planning to send it back, because I want to keep this, because this is only my, like, this is properly a tiny bag. Can you see? Fit the whole thing. And they've exploded in popularity. Would you believe that? They're quite well known in Asia and Middle East. And I think they just started to trickle along the way in Europe. So this is a, what is this style? It is called, actually, it doesn't have a name. It's just number. It's just style in number. So I don't know. The leather, that's another thing with Charles and Keith. They are real leather. This is a lambskin leather. It's well padded. It does remind me of Bottega Veneta, the style of it. And the strap is it's gold chain, so it's really cute, I'll say. And I mean, this would be a useless bag, of course, because you can't really put anything on it apart from, like I said, lipsticks and key holder will fit on this. It is champagne gold. It's very gold, very yellow. But look at this. What do you think of these guys? Yeah? I mean, would I gonna be using this on a daily basis? I doubt it. But again, it's one of those, like I said, it's a tiny bag flex. So if you do not want to invest in a lot of money for having a tiny bag flex, then I'll suggest check this one out. This is Charles & Keith, Singaporean brand, established in 1996, 20% owned by LVMH. Maybe, watch out. One day, they could be a luxury brand, because I must say, the quality of this tiny bag, it's so good. For the price, it is really good. So you can check it out. They do different sizes of bag, but this is the only one that I've encountered. They've actually have different color. I saw a green one as well, but I didn't fancy a green one. But the detailing, it's very good. Even this one, look, you see, it was engraved the name Charles & Keith. The inside, even the lock is very the hardware, the lock is quite robust, I'll say. The inside, what do I see on inside? Hang on, let me show this. The usual thing. Oh, Gordon Bennett, I should have taken it all out. Right, so it's even have like a little, you probably won't see it because it's too dark, isn't it? Just trust my description. So there's like a very tiny slip pocket, so I don't really know what's the purpose of that. And there is a tag, like a plastic tag, wherein it tells you Charles & Keith, and all the details of the bag, the leather of it, what kind of leather, blah blah blah, and all the looks like there is like a tiny, I don't know, like a serial number or something. Yeah, so what do you think, guys? I think this is a good steal, and believe you me, this is a bargain. And trust me, one day this Charles & Keith will make it to the luxury brand. And look, and I managed to score it for a fraction of price. I don't think I want to put a chain on it. I think when I carry this, I will carry it without the chain. I think this is a conversation piece. I think when you're like going out or something, you can just, I mean, nowadays you hold your phone, you can just go like that. Isn't that cute? It's just literally a purse, but in a bag shape. How cool is this? So I actually like this more than the Burberry. So what do you think, guys? If I do a comparison, if I do the size wise, look. So this is the tiny one. It is a tiny bag flex. So don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know, comment down below if you managed to score yourself with Jacquemus Le Chiquito, the original tiny one, or you didn't bother getting the Jacquemus, but you want to get an alternative to Jacquemus, like my Charles & Keith, like the Burberry. At the end, whatever floats your boat, whatever things that you think that you can flex. So that's it. I'm done now. I don't know what's wrong with me there. I got it stuck in there. So as per usual, remember, it's bye for now and keep smiling, guys. Bye.